Hello. Okay, so we ministered down with the kids, had a great time. Now where the children actually live is in a garbage dump. And so now we're walking in the garbage dump area. They have all this trash, it just burns. Wait, the medical tents? Let me explain. When you go to a foreign land, you can't just set up some church meeting, organization, crusade type thing. And I'm gonna give you 2 reasons why. Number 1 is because all you will attract is Christians that already know about Jesus. And our goal for going to these villages in India was for people that did not know about Jesus to experience him, to experience the healing power, experience the love that had never known it before. And number 2, the officials of that town don't want you there. They don't want Christianity there. They don't want you messing and converting the people, which is in some places is illegal. So we have to be you have to be wise. Proverbs 11:30 says that he that wins souls is wise. So what did we do? We set up a medical tent. We would offer things to the community. We didn't want them to think we were coming there taking things. So what we did is we would offer supplies, medical supplies. So this was our plan, what we did. Like a lot of the people that you see in the videos, some of those are doctors and nurses and medical professionals. So we would have 3 separate tents, 3 separate stations. The first station was where the doctors and nurses were. And what they would do is they would diagnose the people. And if they had this condition, they would say, hey, this is the condition that you have. We can give you these supplies to help you. But there's a group over there, they will pray for you and you'll get healed of whatever it is that you're struggling with. See, we kind of told them about the gospel by having them experience it first. And then we would explain to them what it is. So they would get a sheet of paper, they would have the diagnosis and all these medical things on it. Then they would come to us, the prayer team. We would lay hands and they would get healed of all the different ailments that they would have. And they would be blown away. And then we would explain to them that this is Jesus, that this is the gospel. And then after they would leave us, the third station was the station they would just get loved on. We would wash their feet and love on them and tell them, hey, Jesus loves you. So we were receiving all different types of ailments, and people from all over the village would come. And this one sticks out in my mind. It was a young man who came to us. And the symptoms that he was experiencing was he was losing his sensation in his fingertips and his loss of smell. In fact, he hadn't been able to smell anything in 6 months. The doctor said this is the early stages of leprosy. So what was actually happening is his nose was rotting away. He was about to lose his nose and his fingertips. But God.
In the name of Jesus, we thank you for this precious soul right now. Holy Spirit, that you would just fall upon him totally and completely. Yes. We seal him now in the blood of Jesus. Total and complete. No symptoms at all. In the name of Jesus, from the top of his head to the soul.
So as we prayed, he started receiving sensation back in his fingertips. He started receiving, like he was able to smell things out of his nose. We gave him the roses to smell, and he was able to smell the scent. And they were all baffled because that's a medical miracle. Once leprosy attacks an organ or attacks tissue, it doesn't return. So he was literally about to lose his nose and his fingertips, because once you lose the sensation, it never comes back. So what God supernaturally does, he reversed that process. This was a major miracle, and we were all rejoicing. So while we were rejoicing and seeing person after person get healed, on the tent next to us, well, it was one large tent, but it was a station next to us. Kyle and his wife were the ones that were washing the women's feet and the men's feet, but mostly the women's feet. And what actually happened, we went through this period where the glory of God manifested and it fell. I've never seen this before. Now, it was like we would see the manifestation of healing, but over on that side with the washing of the feet. Now, this is an enclosed tent. The glory was so thick, moisture started coming. It started raining inside of that tent. That was one of the most miraculous things I've ever seen. Kyle and his wife were blown away. The glory of God showed up with manifestation of rain, or I don't even know what substance it was, but they were all soaking wet. It was phenomenal. And then in the back, Amanda was back in the back section, and she felt the power of God hit her, and she was being touched. Look at her. Look at her.
I felt Holy Spirit. I felt him just start. All I could feel was this like swirl of resurrection.
So our team in India, the thing that you might not have seen is how they individually got touched. I mean, really touched by the supernatural hand of God. Each and every one of them.